Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at some of my favorite fish to keep with rainbow fish. It's one of the most common questions I get on my live stream. So we're going to address that today. I'm going to show you, 5 species that I love to keep with rainbows. So check it out. So the first fish we're going to take a look at here are the Corydoras. If you know me or if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I love Corydoras. And who doesn't? There's over 100 species currently, and that number is ever growing. They are super friendly fish. They are, like rainbow fish, a schooling fish. So a lot of places will recommend a minimum of 3. I myself, however, try not to keep that school below 6. That's like the bare minimum for me. And that's what I advise you, 6 minimum. Like I said, they're super friendly. There's a ton of different species, lots of different colorations out there, and they all go well with rainbow fish. Even the dwarf species like the Pygmaeus, the Hastatus, the Habrosus, the rainbow fish will leave them alone. So one of the reasons I like putting Corydoras with rainbow fish is their schooling behavior. Like rainbow fish, they do school, like I said, and you can observe that behavior in the aquarium. Rainbow fish tend to stick to the top, middle part of the water column, and Corydoras, they do scrounge around on the bottom for food, but when they're schooling, they go all over the aquarium, and it's really cool and fun to watch. And sometimes, after like a water change, Corydoras will school with rainbows. I've seen it. It's awesome. Next up, we're going to take a look at Peacock Gudgeons, and I love gudgeons. You can throw gobies in here as well. These generally always stay in the bottom part of the water column. So again, you have your rainbows on top. Your Peacock Gudgeons will establish territories on the bottom. You can have multiple of these guys in the same aquarium. They do get aggressive. The males can get aggressive. They do spar. So it is important that you do have kind of territory set up if you have more than one male. I do have some of these fish in a 125-gallon tank, and they established territories where I cannot film them. So there's jungle fowl everywhere. They don't come out very often, and it's hard to film them. So here we are stuck filming them in my holding tank, which I do resell them if you do it on my website, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, love these fish. They're super colorful. They're not very skittish either, which is nice for a small fish like this. But again, why I like them with rainbow fish, mainly the color. They're super colorful like rainbow fish, and so they just accent each other really well. Now another type of fish, the orange von Rio Tetra, or any bigger bodied tetra, in my opinion, does great with rainbow fish. I love the orange von Rio Tetra for the same reason I love the peacocks. I mean, look at them, they're super bright. So again, that's going to go with rainbow fish really, really well. Again, like every single tetra out there, they're a schooling fish. Now with tetras, my minimum is 8. Corydoras, 6 is my minimum. 8 is my minimum for tetras. The larger number your school is, just the better natural behavior you get out of your fish. So again, a lot of people will say like 3 minimum. No. Get 8 of them. If you don't have the room for 8, get a smaller tetra and get 8 ember tetras. Whatever you can get, just make sure you can get 8 of them. I guarantee you it's going to be a lot cooler than just having 3 or 2 or even 4. But again, any bigger body tetra, so like the orange von Rio Tetra here. Another one I really like is the candy cane tetra, the red phantom tetra, rummy nose tetra is really good schooler. But I mean, let's be real, any tetra with rainbow fish, they're generally pretty colorful. Although one that I actually like that you don't see very often is the lemon tetra. I think that one's super underrated and does really well with rainbow fish as well. Now I know you know that I wasn't going to go through an entire list of fish without including plecos. I mean, come on. Plecos are amazing. I have a lot of super rare plecos, and there's also a ton of species that stay small. One of the most asked questions about plecos is people asking for small species. All these species I'm showing you right now stay under 5 inches and sometimes smaller than that. Don't get sucked into the common plecos that get 18 feet long, or the sailfin plecos. Get yourself a bristlenose pleco, a hypencistrus, something like this, zebra plecos. I know they're outrageously expensive, but they stay small. It can be done. They can be grouped with rainbow fish. And again, the colors just are phenomenal with a lot of these species. So look them up. There's a lot of different species of plecos, a ton, hundreds, literally hundreds and hundreds of plecos to choose from. If you're looking for an inexpensive pleco that stays small, the L52 butterfly pleco is a great black and yellow striped pleco. You can see here there is a leopard frog pleco, also black and yellow, way more yellow than an L52. So just keep that in mind, and the price reflects that too. Leopard frog plecos are not cheap. But you can see in here there's an L397. We have a long fin, super red bristlenose pleco as well. So again, lots of options out there. Don't stay away from common pleco, people. No common pleco. Just say no. Next up, by far, like not even a close second, absolute favorite fish to put with rainbow fish, Apistogrammas. There's other dwarf cichlids out there too, like the Egyptian mouth brooder, Nanochromis. Nanochromis are a phenomenal species to put with rainbow fish, but they're pretty rare and they're pretty expensive. Apistos, you got a ton of variety with Apistos. Most of them are going to be captive bred in the hobby, which is great. They're going to be used to your water parameter. Again, they stay in the lower portion of the water column. They have really, really nice color. I mean, this is an Apistogramma Hongsloi, and look at this dude's color. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize with Apistos is how big they get, because they start breeding at a really young age when they're really small. This guy here is pushing 3 inches. He's a monster. And there's 2 females in here as well, as you can see, way smaller. The males just get huge. They get colorful, bright, they're boisterous, they're fiery. Males will spar with other males, so again, it's another one of those things where you want to make sure you have line of sight breaks and territories that they can each establish their own little spot in the aquarium if you're going to have multiple males. You can do male only Apistogramma tanks. However, again, just make sure you have enough space for all of them, or they will kill each other. There you go, a list of 5 fish that I love pairing with rainbow fish. Now, this is not like a top 5. These are my favorites. These are just fish that I love and that I love putting with rainbow fish. Obviously, there's a ton of more fish that can go with rainbow fish. They have a super wide range of water parameters that they do well in. Lake Tanganyika biotopes with rainbow fish in it, South American, Central American, any biotope imaginable, and you can put rainbow fish in. There is a rainbow fish for every situation. So let me know down below what you like putting with rainbow fish, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video on some more species. But there's just something about rainbow fish schooling in that mid to top water and then having something below there like the Apistos or the Peacock Gudgeons, Corydoras, Plecos. I just think it's awesome. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time.